Good morning, students. This is our new topic, Joseph Stalin. As you are familiar with this name, we studied in the totalitarian governments. Yes, this is the same Russian ruler, Joseph Stalin, the dictator Joseph Stalin, we discussed about. So, these are our learning objectives. You can see at any time opening this PPT. This is his quick facts, like when he was born, when he died, and we have to see his political life and then his economic and army policies. He took part in the Russian Revolution against the Tsarist regime in of Nicholas II. You remember that we spoke about the Russian Revolution in the last topic, and the Nicholas II, the Tsar. So the Tsarist regime, he was against it. The and he took part in the Russian Revolution, and he was a very active member of this revolution. So he was jailed by the Nicholas, the king. And then what happened that the Joseph Stalin, then he was very close to the person Vladimir Lenin we spoke about when we were discussing the October movement, the uh, Bolshevik movement. So he was active member of that also. So when Vladimir Lenin's party became a big party, Communist Party, he became the general secretary of that, and he was very close to the leader Vladimir Lenin. So after Vladimir Lenin, he took the charge of the party also, and Vladimir Lenin became the ruler of Russia. So when he died, Joseph Stalin took his place, and then he was the Soviet Joseph Stalin probably exercised greater political power than any figure in the history. So he was very powerful leader of the Russia. So he is one of the most powerful public figures of the history. His policies, let's have a look on his policies. In late 1920s, Stalin forced rapid industrialization and the collectivization. Collectivization is in detail in the next slide of agricultural land, resulting in millions of dying from famine while others were sent to labor camps. It was forced labor that you have, yes, the people were forced, yes, you have to work in the industries, otherwise you will be executed, means killed by the state. His red army, wherever this word is used, that means the Russian army helped defeat Nazi Germany during World War II. So this is the overview of his policies. Like what he did the rapid industrialization of the Russia. Then he did the collectivization in the agricultural land. Then the Russia was hit with the famine because of his policies. And the fourth point is his Red Army helped defeat Nazi Germany during World War II. So let's see economic policies. Stalin also set in motion rapid industrialization that initially achieved huge successes. Of course, industrialization was on boom, so he did it. And of course, at that time it was a new thing, so nobody was thinking about the environment and other things. So, but over time, caused millions of lives and vast damage to the environment. Coal, oil, and during his time, coal, oil, electricity production was massively increased. Nobody could resist to his orders, means if he is forcefully taking them into industries, they had to. And if he was taking back their land, which I will explain in the next slide, nobody could say no to his policies. If they were they anybody resisted, they had to send to the exiled from the country or sent to the labor camps, the Gulag. Gulag was a system of forced labor camps. This was given the name to the places where they were forcefully kept. So it was a very strict dictatorship that if somebody resisted to his policies, they had to go to gulag. Collectivization, what I was talking about, is it was his style of working in the agriculture. So he introduced collectivization to increase food by taking back the land of the farmers. You remember that Bolshevik movement was successful because Vladimir Lenin, what he said, that I will give the land to the poor farmers. So he did. When he came into power, he did. He gave the land to the poor farmers. But what he did after Vladimir Lenin, he took this Stalin took over, and he continued to some time. He continued the things that Vladimir Lenin was doing, because it is the same party rule. But what he did, that he thought of some new idea of collectivization. He took all the land from the farmers again back to the government, and he made collective big farms, and he thought that this will increase the food production. But what happened, farmers refused to work on the same things, that don't take our land back, we have fought for this and we have taken from the previous government. So it caused mass famine. Famine means no production of food was happening. So million people died. But he thought it was what he thought. Okay, if they have died, million of people are dying, but it was necessary step for transforming Russia, because he was insanely about developing or reforming Russia. He we discussed about the fascism, that fascist states are on like one party rule or one person rule, and they used to think that we have to work for the nation or for the country. So we don't have to think about the individuals. If individuals or common people are dying, no problem, but our country has to develop. So they are insanely behind the country development. Military ambitions. His military ambitions were, he used to execute the party members and even generals of armies whom he thought were becoming powerful. If he thought that some general of the army is becoming powerful, he used to execute them. And then execute means kill them by when state kills some person of doing something, then it's called execution. World War II, what he did, actually Germany was everyone was seeing that Germany is ambitious of having war, so they are planning something big in the Europe. So he saw that Germany will do something, so he did what he did. He spoke to Hitler and discussed, and Germany and Russia agreed on an agreement that Germany will not attack Russia. So he was just like he was fooled by Hitler, that his armies were saying that we will attack you, but he thought no, Hitler has said he will not attack Russia, so he will not. But what happened, in 1941 Germany attacked Russia, and Russian army, Red Army, was not prepared, because they thought they will not attack, they have a pact with us. But what happened, they attacked. At first they had to face some loss, and in 1941 Russian army forced the German army to turn back, and it was a huge success of Stalin's army. But at first they had to see the loss because they were not prepared for the war. And rest of the things is what happened in the World War II, and it will be the part of the lesson World War II. So we close it here, that what kind of person he was. He had a great army. He was very ambitious with the army and the nation thing, or the country, you can say country's development. But he was not a good, we can say, not a good human being, that he was not thinking of the individual life in his um, tenure or in his rule. So we you can stop the slides, stop the videos, and see everything whatever I have discussed with you. So you have to go through all these slides, and you can see it again if you need any description. We will talk in the we will discuss in the live session. But still, you can by this video, by the help of this video, you can see it again and again, and it will be helpful for you.